Okay, this tutorial is looking at a number of different things regarding task force movements once again. What we have here is a replenishment task force. Just so that you can follow a little bit of the information provided, we've got next to moves here, we've got 5 and 4, so at maximum speed it will move 5 hexes, at cruise speed 4 hexes. Fuel, the number here, 250, is the number of hexes basically that this task force will be able to go. 10 hexes, this is the number of hexes to return to the home port of truck. So if I change this now to go to Rabaul, we notice that our number of hexes jumps up to 29. That means that it will go to Rabaul and then back to truck, and that's the number of hexes involved in that. Instead, I want to set my home port to Rabaul as well, and there we go. So it's 9 hexes now. Okay, let's have a look at our air combat task force. A little bit more information here as well. Once again, maximum moves 9, cruise speed 4. It has a range of basically 169 hexes, and for it to complete its mission, it's looking at 65 at this mission speed. Obviously, if I ramped up the speed to full speed, you'll notice that after only 42 hexes, this task force will run out of endurance and fuel, whereas it still has 65 hexes to move. Okay, the other thing of note here is that there are 107 aircraft on this carrier and 6 float planes. Over here we have mission sorties. It's running at 100% at the moment, and it's 1,122 sorties. So basically, if one aircraft takes off, flies, comes back, that's one sortie. Okay, I'm just going to change the destination here to south of Shortlands, which I've just done. Also, my smaller force here, what I want it to do is to actually merge with my larger task force. So I'm going to say meet task force. I'm going to click on the air combat task force. I can allow it to remain independent and follow, or in this case I'm going to allow it to merge. I'll hit direct because I want it to directly route there. Exit. Okay, next let's have a look at our amphibious force here, and it is heading towards Port Moresby. I'd probably prefer it to be shadowed or shadowing the surface, the bombardment force that's also situated here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow the bombardment force to take the lead, and back to my amphibious force here, I'm going to set routing, and I'm going to get it to follow this this task force, this surface task force. I could get it to trail by a number of hexes if I wish to, but I'm going to keep it at 0 hexes. I could also get it at destination to stand off if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that for now. Well, another thing of note that we need to have a quick look at is that this has a maximum move of 9, whereas the amphibious force only has a maximum move of 3. So because the amphibious force is following this bombardment force, the bombardment force will never move more than the amphibious force.